I'd like to open the announcement period. If council members have announcements you'd like to make, please push your buttons and I will recognize you. I will take a point of personal privilege to announce a traffic calming meeting for Belmont Boulevard to take place on April 30th at Christ the King Church at 6 p.m. to go over plans for traffic calming measures on Belmont Boulevard. Neighbors from the Belmont-Hillsborough neighborhood are invited. I meant to say August 30th. Thank you very much. August 30th, 6 p.m. Are there any other council members who would like to make announcements? Councilmember O'Connell.
Give me just a moment.
Take your time.
Sorry, just want to make sure I get dates and times correct.
I'll let Councilmember Kendall go while you're gathering your thoughts. Councilmember Kendall.
Thank you. I just want to announce a couple of things. One is that will be a community meeting at the old John Early School, which is now the Magruder Center on 25th Avenue North, and it will be regarding the proposed zoning change at 25th and Clarksville Highway 2501, which used to be the old shopping center there. And I'm inviting people to come to that. Also on the 30th of this month, there will be a community meeting at Mount Nebo Baptist Church at 5:30 regarding some development on the Clifton Avenue corridor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember O'Connell.
Thank you, Madam President. I did just want to bring a couple things to people's attention. For anybody who didn't already know this, we are in the midst of early voting for a special election, or not a special election, a runoff election for vice mayor. The Howard office building location is open right now and will expand next week on Monday to multiple locations around the city. That early voting will run from now through Saturday, September 1st. Locations are open every day at 8 a.m. and open till either 4:30, 6:30 on weekdays, depending. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 4:30, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6:30 and noon on Saturdays. Again, that expands to multiple locations throughout the city. I encourage everybody to go to the Davidson County Election Commission website at nashville.gov/vote. Remember to take a state-authorized photo ID when you do go to vote, and I do encourage people to vote, as this election has direct consequences for how this body functions. So we are voting for vice mayor right now. Again, nashville.gov/vote. Also wanted to invite people to the 6th annual Labor Day Parade and Festival, which kicks off in Cumberland Park, but has a parade route starting at 9 a.m. The festival will be over in that park until 3 p.m., and there will be music, fellowship, and games, including a cornhole tournament. Kids will have access to a splash pad, bounce houses, and playground, and food will be provided, and that is brought to you by the Central Labor Council and a bunch of other partners in that effort. So come out Saturday, September 1st, 9 a.m., Cumberland Park. Enjoy the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Anthony Davis.
Thank you, Chair. Appreciate it. Most of what I have would be after the next meeting, but I did want to announce Thursday the 30th, we're doing a ribbon cutting for Rosebank Elementary after the renovation that's been going on for the last couple of years. Again, that's Thursday, August 30th at 10 a.m. at Rosebank. And then also just a small kind of Inglewood gathering. We are doing a grand opening at the MAPCO at Gallatin and Greenland at 2 p.m. also on August 30th. So please join us if you can. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Angie Henderson.
Thank you, Council Lady Allen. 2 events in District 34 coming up at the end of this week. On Thursday evening, for the first time at Cheekwood, their new cafe will open to the public. The stable area, their learning center, has been renovated for the community with a new gift shop and a cafe that's open Tuesday to Sunday, 9 a.m. to 4. So for those going to the Thursday night out event at Cheekwood, that's always a fun time. They can see that there, and then members of the community can enjoy a new place to eat going forward. On Friday night in the Warner Parks at the barn off of Old Hickory Boulevard is the very beloved Full Moon Picking Party that benefits the Friends of Warner Parks. So you can go online and get discount tickets ahead of the event, and you can also buy tickets at the door. Everyone's welcome, and that's a great time to go out and hear some good bluegrass music in District 34. Thank you.
And if you bring your guitar, they'll let you play along, which is really fun.
Indeed, or your mandolin.
Or your
really
mandolin.
anything, yeah.
Thank you. Councilmember Larry Hagar.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I have 2 meetings coming up Thursday. I'll let everybody know I got a meeting about some property on Old Hickory Boulevard. They want to put a non-conforming use there through the BZA. This will be at 6 o'clock at the Old Hickory Community Center. And we'll have the people there to discuss what they exactly want to do with this property. Then next Thursday, on the 30th at 6 o'clock, I'll have another meeting at the Old Hickory Community Center on Donaldson Avenue for Brandywine Farms. It's a traffic calming meeting, but also I'm going to invite everybody in the area, the community, that want to know more about traffic calming issues and how we address those. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other council members wishing recognition to make announcements about events in your district? If not, we will reopen the mic. Councilmember Karen Johnson? You are recognized.
I apologize. You know, these committees, they
They
run
run over.
over. Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem Allen. District 29, I wanted to share that the Hardee's that was supposed to open on today has been delayed due to water services, some issues with water services. So the projected opening date for our new area Hardee's is going to be sometime next week. And so I will be emailing out to everyone the new date so that you can meet me there because I know a lot of people have been excited about that. Secondly, I wanted to share that although I will be leaving Metro Council, I want everyone to know that I'm very humbled and excited to start my new role as Nashville's first female Register of Deeds. It's a big responsibility. I've been in orientation already, and so I'm gearing up to make that transition. But I want the district to know that you will be in excellent hands, that I have made the request on behalf of you, the district, that Councilman at Large Bob Mendez, who everyone loves in Southeast Nashville, most especially District 29, I have requested for him to be the representative for our district. He is going to still have me helping after work hours. And so he will not be left alone. But I did want to share that I will be introducing Councilman at Large Bob Mendez, who will be the representative representing that area. And so if you still have questions, concerns, and things of that sort, make sure to copy me so that I can work on those after hours. But he will have a team of people in the district actually working for him. Leland Evans has graciously volunteered. He grew up in the area and has been very involved. So he will be working as a special assistant to Councilman at Large Bob Mendez. And Delicia Porterfield, everyone knows her as Dee Porterfield, and she will also be working as a special assistant. So District 29 is going to be left in excellent hands. And so I thank you all for having the confidence in me to elect me twice as your District 29 representative. I hope I didn't let anybody down. I've worked tremendously hard. I love everybody, and I still will be around. Thank you.
Thank you. You'll be missed here in the chambers. Councilmember Fabian, well, let's give her a hand. Councilmember Bednarik.
I have a lot of admiration for Council Lady Johnson. I was talking before about how in the Southeast, when we all got elected years ago, we started going out to dinner after some of these council meetings with Robert Duvall and Dwayne Domini and people from different backgrounds and political affiliation, just because we care about the Southeast. And I want to thank Council Lady Johnson and Jacobia Dowell and Robert Duvall and Dwayne Domini, and just for trying, for putting the Southeast first. And I'm going to miss seeing. No, I'm staying. I'm staying. She's leaving, so I want to say that she will be missed. No, you got to kick me out of here. I'm not leaving. Anyway, sorry for disgracing. I just have a little comment about my regular monthly office hours. They're coming on September 1st. It turns out it's a Saturday. So I'll be at the Pork Belly Cafe at 10 a.m. And people watching are welcome to come and visit with me and give me a hard time and tell me I talk too much or too little or whatever. Just please visit with me and let me know how can I help you. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Vercher.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I'm also going to say this again once our meeting, before we adjourn tonight, regular council meeting. But I just want to publicly thank Councilwoman Karen Johnson. She works, she's the hardest working councilwoman, other than myself. She's the hardest working councilwoman that I know, and it's been such an honor and such a privilege to serve beside her and to serve with her. And I want to take this opportunity for those that's viewing to invite you to a historic swearing in with Councilwoman Karen Johnson being sworn in as the first African-American female Register of Deeds for the city. That's a huge milestone in which we should celebrate as a city. Black Girl Magic. The date of the swearing in is next Thursday at 4:30 p.m. and it's at the courthouse. Don't cry. It's at the courthouse. And I know she would be honored and delighted for you to join in this historic, momentous occasion that she worked so hard for. She really did earn it. I am going to miss her. She's been a great mentor. She stood with me on some of our challenges. All of us as a Southeast Caucus out here. Councilman Fabian Bednarik providing wise counsel. Councilman Potts, Councilwoman Dow, our rookie over there, she's learning. Councilwoman Antoinette Lee of the 33rd District. But we're still going to be united as a sector out there. She's just going to move on to a much larger role, and we know she's still going to be as much of an advocate as a councilwoman. She'll be even more of an advocate as Register of Deeds for the Southeast and for the entire city. So I want to publicly say I love you, and you are a phenomenal model for a public servant to pursue. You're the epitome of it. And that's it.
Well said. Thank you very much.
Madam Speaker, I think Vice Chair, did you have? I think Vice Chair wants to speak too. I know we're a little out of order, so I apologize, Madam Speaker.
That you are. And I have a presentation, so.
Thank you, Madam President. I was just checking, are you okay? You feeling okay? I mean, it's all that statements, I was getting scared about her, but whatever she said, I ditto, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Councilmember Sharon Hurd.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd just like to add to the accolades of Councilwoman Karen Johnson, because she doesn't just do it here in Nashville, she takes it nationally. When we went to the National League of Cities, she ushered me into the different constituency groups. She told me what to do, how to do it, introduced me to people, and it was just completely invaluable, all of the things that she did to help me as a new council person, and I would be forever grateful to her. And the thing about it is that she does it to everybody. It wasn't just me, although she made me feel special. It's something that she does for everyone, and I appreciate that selfless attitude that she's had, and I wish her wonderful well as she moves on into her new position.
Thank you. Councilmember Brenda Haywood.
Thank you so much. I would just like to echo everything that has been said about Council Lady Johnson. I'm going to have withdrawal pains when she leaves because she has been such a mentor. We haven't violated the Sunshine Law. However, she has done everything she possibly could to make sure that she's like that eagle that takes all the little eaglets under her wing. And I have noticed it's not done like that everywhere of every genre, but I would just personally like to say I appreciate you, I love you, and Godspeed.
Thank you. Councilmember DaCosta Hastings.
It was quite hard for me to get up because Councilwoman Johnson, she has been a firecracker and have been sparkling ever since I've been around, and even before I got here. I can just remember the day that I was sworn in. It was her, Councilman Green, and herself there with me. And even though, we don't agree on everything, most of the things we do, I appreciate everything that you've done for me and all the wisdom that you shared out, and I know that you're going to have a successful career. And if there's anything that I can do to help you like you helped us, please let me know.
Thank you. Councilmember Johnson, wrap it up for us.
Thank you. I did want to share publicly that my last day with the Metro Council will be August 31st. This is my last council meeting, and my last day will be August 31st. I love all of you all. I love Nashville. Thank you for giving me the honor of serving each of you, and I look forward to this new endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I would like to invite the charter members of Walk Back Nashville to the public lectern, and we'd like to read a resolution.
That's the lectern. You can speak. Nora at the front. No, you guys are the trainers. Freddie's almost a charter.
Yes. Don't worry, we're doing the abridged version.
They didn't have to read it, they should just summarize.
No.
Oh, am I starting?
Yes.
All right. Well, this is I'm so glad that Council Lady Allen has created this opportunity. As a former Walk Bike Nashville board member myself, it is especially nice to be able to witness the 20th anniversary as I was presiding at the 10th. And it's even better than that is recognizing the founders, so many of whom could be here today. So we're here today with a resolution recognizing and honoring Walk Bike Nashville and declaring July 20th, 2018 as Walk Bike Nashville Day in honor of the organization's contributions to the health and well-being of the citizens of Nashville. Whereas Walk Bike Nashville, a nonprofit organization established in 1998 to build a more walkable, bikeable, and livable Nashville, is celebrating its 20th anniversary on July 20th, 2018. And whereas Walk Bike Nashville, on the occasion of this milestone anniversary, wishes to recognize and thank its founding members, including Robert Brandt, Kibby Clayton, Tom Grooms, Tish Hooker, David Kleinfelter, LaDonna McDaniel Merville, Bob Murphy, Nancy Nace, Tim Naich, John Norris, Ann Richards, Jeff Them, Glenn Wanner, and Burdell Campbell. And
And whereas Walk Bike Nashville promotes public policy that supports its mission and serves as an advocate for pedestrians and bicyclists to continually improve the ability and safety of sidewalks, bikeways, and greenways, and whereas Walk Bike Nashville works to educate Nashvillians so that they can safely access the city's streets, bikeways, greenways, and sidewalks through programs including Walk Bike University and Safe Routes to Schools, and whereas Walk Bike Nashville promotes fun, meaningful events for walking and biking with the understanding that these events can positively impact walking and bicycling activity in our city,
And whereas Walk Back Nashville celebrates National Walk Month each October, a month dedicated to engaging Nashville in more walking and raising awareness of pedestrian safety issues, as well as Walk to School Day, an annual policy walk in partnership with the Mayor's Bike and Pedestrian Advisory Committee, and whereas Bike Nashville organized and runs Open Street Nashville, a movement to activate people, strengthen business, and inspire public spaces by temporarily closing streets to cars. And
whereas Walk Bike Nashville is extremely thankful for all of the volunteers, board members, and policymakers who have been part of Walk Bike Nashville for over the past 20 years and who work each day to make Nashville a truly more walkable, bikeable, and livable city. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, the Metro Council hereby goes on record as recognizing and honoring the Walk Bike Nashville on the occasion of its 20th anniversary. The council further goes on record as declaring July 20th, 2018 to be designated Walk Bike Nashville, and we did celebrate it, didn't we? That was fun. Throughout all of Nashville and Davidson County in honor of the organization's many contributions to the health and well-being of the citizens of Nashville. And we'd like to present this to someone. David. And you may say a few words.
I'm told to say just a few words. I'm David Kleinfelter, and the board members here, both new and I do want to point out the person that you need to talk to if you need to do things for biking and walking in Nashville now is Nora Kern, who's our executive director. Raise your hand, Nora, who does a fantastic job. I'm proud to have been a part of this. I know all the board members are, and I keep saying it to people. Walk to School Day is because of Nancy Nace, who used to work for your health department. So, thank you.
oh, really?
Come on. There we go. Thank you. Cover your face.
Here comes Brent.
Where's Nora?
Nora, she's visible. Get in front.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Berkeley. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Nora. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Angie.
Will the meeting please come to order?